Ladies and gentlemen, it is once again breakout time. May 17th, Baltimore, Maryland. Breakout Boxing. BUSHIDO! And we are joined today by a fantastic undercard fight. Not only a fantastic undercard fight, but a fantastic rematch between Zay Castro and Slime, also known as Slime Mentley. What is up, gentlemen? How are we doing today? We you guys are both back at Breakout Boxing once again, not from the fifth event, but for the sixth event. So, how does it feel for both of you guys to be back at Breakout? Not only that, but facing each other. I'll ask the question over to Zay Castro first.
Um, you know, it feels good to be on Breakout as always. An alumni here. It's unfortunate this is the fight I was given. But I mean, hey, look what happened last time. It's gonna be fun. Uh, I'm just here to have a blast, beat up on this kid one more time, and then do big business afterwards.
Slime, how you feeling to be back on Breakout Boxing? Not only that, but fighting Zay Castro for the second time.
Bro, I'm excited. I'm gonna be fighting with my UK brothers. I got Roy, I got Exavi, I got Anton. I would have fought on the event either way. It could have been anyone but Zay. Well, I'm excited.
Well, all right, it's good to have you
Is
both.
that true though? Because word on the street is you was running and hiding from that Grimvis fight with every ounce of your being.
Yeah. I don't know what I don't know what you want me to say. Of course, I'm not
Well,
gonna fight.
I just want it to be clarified. You out here talking about it could have been anyone, but let it have been Grimvis, and this nigga hightailing it right now. It's insane work. I ain't seen you run that much since I was punching on you, and you went from the right corner to the left.
It was like one conversation. It wasn't really running. But
Well,
anyway, I was supposed to fight someone else before you, but the fight fell through. So I got. This is an easier fight than I don't want to say his name because it might happen still.
all right. Well, let's get into that. Let's get into that. All right, Slime. Obviously, I'm gonna ask the first question to you. Your last outing on Breakout. Obviously, you lost to Zay Castro. You are here to avenge your loss. Not only that, it seems like you are trading teams over to the UK side for this event. Tell us about that, and tell us about what can you expect from Zay Castro going into the ring this time, because not only are you going in as an honorary UK member, it seems like you're also going into the fight with someone who is coming off a fantastic stoppage. So there's a lot to live up to, but are you the person to live up to it?
Listen, I'm not impressed by Zay's last fight. I think I'm gonna get a first round TKO. I know I said that last time, and I promised it last time, but I'm gonna still keep my promise, and I'm gonna do it for this fight. And fuck yeah, bro, Team UK, bro.
Well, all right, it's 1-1 officially with the UK. We all know it's 2-0 officially. However, Zay Castro, let's talk about you. Your last outing at Sword 7 was fantastic. You had a great stoppage, and also you became a breakout signee. This will be your first fight as a breakout signee. You've had a lot to say about Slime. He said a lot about you. He said your last performance was trash. How does that make you feel, and what can you expect going into this fight with Slime? Anything different that you can expect?
You know, um, Break down your question. Firstly, I appreciate it. Shout out my team at Breakout. Secondly, I'm not really concerned about how he feels because once again, look at the photo. This was like 45 seconds into when he actually had to fight me. So, I'm not concerned. He's talking about a first round TKO, but we all know what really happened here now, don't we? You feel me? Shout out Papa Mills, but you did rob me. So, it is what it is. We gonna finish it off this time. I already know the '06 referee ain't gonna allow this man to go no more, no more, and then get back up. So, I'm just excited to do what I should have done the first time. And maybe just as quick, maybe a little longer. Depends on how I'm feeling that night.
I've said it so many times. You had half a round of round one, round two, round three. Yeah, you couldn't stop me. Why is that? You should have stopped me first
Put
round.
in, put in, put in some crazy word. You
You
see, unwilling to because I was having so much fun whooping your ass. You should have heard me ran in DDK in that corner.
You could have, bro. Even if you're having fun, bro, one punch, a simple
Even,
stop.
bro, y'all should have heard us in that corner. We was giggling, kikiing. Wonder hopped up that bitch. We started talking about everything but Slime Bentley, and then I go back in that bitch and just start beating them up. It was a blast. It was so fun.
If you watch the fight back, there was like 10 punches max. It wasn't really. If that's fun to you, I mean, that's kind of embarrassing. The sparring is way more fun than our match. I was running. You couldn't even land any punches. I wasn't even running. I was taking steps back, and you couldn't land anything. Same thing with Super Chris. That wasn't fun. Did my phone die?
Okay. First off, I landed 10 punches on you within the first 20 seconds. Let's stop lying.
Bro, it's in the fight.
If you want to be, let's just stop lying. Joseph, above all else right now, let's just stop lying, right? We know what's going to happen. So let's take a deep breath and let's be fucking for real for once in your life, right?
You know what's funny?
Let's be so fucking for real. Because at the end of the day, Zidane ain't going to be there when the bell rings. Roy isn't going to be there when the bell rings.
Who?
Anton isn't going to be there when the bell rings. You know, little dick suckers in your corner like Damian Bluto, who was too scared to talk to me in person, aren't going to be there when the bell rings.
Person, James has been trying to talk to you. The fuck you mean?
Hey. I'd hate to do this, but Mr. Typlusion's right here, and hey, we all know Damian was walking around me that entire weekend. All right, let's be so fucking for real. But I need you to be serious with yourself. I need you to really be serious with yourself, because when that bell rings, just like last time, this shit is not a game. It is not a kiki, a funny when I'm beating your ass again. It's not gonna be funny when your mom's either in the crowd laughing at you or at home laughing at you. It's not gonna be funny. It's not gonna be fun for you.
It's a funny match. It's gonna be a really funny, entertaining match.
Well, speaking about the funny and entertaining match, let's talk about this, all right? Slime, I'm going to ask you this question. It's kind of more of a double one, all right? Obviously, we could see the relationship between you and Zay Castro. You guys do not like each other, so I don't really need to go into that. But maybe you can talk about why you don't like Zay and what you're doing in training camp, what you can tell us, what you've been doing to prepare for Zay. What you can say, because obviously we like to keep things secret in this community. A lot of people don't really go in depth with their training camp. They don't want to give away the game plan. However, tell us about how you feel about Zay, why you feel that way, and what you're doing in training camp to counteract that.
To be honest, fuck, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't really hate Zay. Some stuff he says kind of pisses me off a little bit. It's kind of weird saying that my sister's getting fucked by adults, and I have a stepsister, but she's 14, and saying she's getting fucked by adults is kind of weird. Saying my grandma died, who's not dead, is kind of weird. But after the fight, I'm not gonna give a fuck about him. I don't know what I'm gonna do after the fight. I'm probably just gonna ignore him. And
you know, you're gonna do the same thing you did last time. You're gonna go quiet for a couple of months and then come back with a deep rooted hatred for the nigga who beat your ass. Like, I'm tired of asking you to stop being, you know, fake for the public. So I'm gonna just let you have it. But you don't even believe in yourself. You have no conviction in your voice right now. Be a better actor about it.
I promise I'm gonna beat you. Like, I promise. There's no. It can go first round, second round, third round. I'm gonna beat you, no matter what. Even if I promise.
It will be a cold day in hell the day you manage to survive in that ring with me.
It already happened, though.
You barely made it out. And once again, shout out Papa Mills, but you robbed me.
You were throwing up at the end. What do you mean I barely survived? You barely got out of there. Extra round.
Okay, cool. Okay, you threw up after the fight. Hey, I threw up after all 3 rounds were over. You feel me? I'm no Yaze Boxing. Shout out my nigga. But let's talk about after the fight. What about you sitting in the corner crying your fucking eyes out alone? Me, DDK, Rand, Pat Typlusion, Devon Valley, JDM, all these niggas you've been talking shit about had to walk up to you and be like, hey, It's okay. You will be fine. It's only one fight. We'll get you that bounce back. We promise you. All it is. And what you do, you came back a couple months later, mad, upset, shitting on Breakout for no reason, shitting on other people who were there trying to help you for no reason. Why? Because you have a vendetta. The day you can admit this is a lot more personal for you than it is for me, I'll actually believe you have a shot in this fight. But you won't do it.
Zay. Oh, sorry. You can go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
If it was personal, I would have done it at any weight, at any cost. I legit didn't feel like fighting anymore after you ducked me for like 5 months.
Wait. You would have done it at any weight, at any cost.
Yeah.
All right, then let's change it to 125 to 130 like I originally offered you.
Not personal. If it was, I would have done it at any weight, at any cost. It's not personal. I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this to go.
You're doing this because you think 5 pounds is really gonna help you change the path of this fight. Let's be so for real. Somebody told you, oh, if you're heavier than him, you'll beat him because I've lost to welterweights and middleweights. But once again, you're not New Boy Wonder. You're not Yair Sanchez. You're Joseph Zavala, the little kid who couldn't even believe in himself for one fight. Now gets the backing of another child who barely believes in himself, in Zavi, and suddenly he's reinvigorated? Suddenly?
Damien said I'm going to beat you. Is Damien a child?
Damien? I mean, he's a grown-ass man, but I might as well call him a woman with the amount of dick he has in his throat. But that's neither here nor there. You feel me? Damien's going to say whatever he wants to you because Damien don't like me for who I be around.
Well, listen, people, you guys have said a lot to each other. I've had a lot of questions in the tank, but we obviously are running out of time, okay? So I'm going to ask you guys this last question because obviously you guys have pretty much answered everything that I wanted to ask except for this last one. What is your prediction for the fight? And is there any final words that you guys want to say to each other? I don't care how long it goes. It'll probably go for a little bit. However, we've said a lot in this face-to-face already, except for those predictions. So, predictions, final words?
You can go first.
Of course, I'm A-side. Why the fuck wouldn't I? So, look, I'm going to give it to y'all very simple. You know, it's not going to be the first round. You know, I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to really feel him out. I'm going to see what he's all about. I'm going to see what Damien and Zavi, all these kids are talking about. Like, oh, he's gotten so much better. I'm going to see what all that's about. But then, when he inevitably runs out of gas 30 seconds in after throwing 3 punches, I'm going to put that shit on him. He will not see the final bell of the second round. And if by God's master class he does, that man is going to walk out of that building with the worst ass whooping he has gotten in his life. The ass whooping his father woulda, shoulda, and I really wish he could given you when you were a child so that you could actually grow up to be a true man and not this little whatever the fuck. I can't say what I want to say. But second round. And then, you know, for final words, I would just tell you, like we've been telling you, stop worrying about the first fight. You feel me? We already know what happened, right? This is not the same. I would hope for either of us. But I really want you to take the time and watch that Super Chris fight. Really focus in on it because I promise you, ain't nothing gonna change. I take you so unseriously. I'm going to fight you the exact same way I fought Super Chris, and I'm going to beat you the exact same way you fought Super Chris. Maybe faster, because let's be honest, Chris is a better boxer than you. So, that's really all I have to say. May 17th, I'm going to stomp your head into the fucking ground. I'm going to watch you try to pull your bloodied carcass off of the canvas, and I'm going to dance. I'm going to be in that bitch getting sturdy over the grave of Zavala.
Slime. there's been a lot that he has said in this face-to-face. You've said a lot as well. What is the last thing you have to say to Zay Castro? I guess I guarantee you will probably meet again before before the fight actually goes down. But anything you have to say to him right here, right now, and what's your prediction for the fight?
Listen, Zay just said it. He's not going to finish me in the first round. He knows that I've improved. He knows that he's going to go past the second round. He doesn't want to seem like his ass. It's not going past the first round. I'm telling you, I promise it's not going past the first round. I'm not going to tire out. I'm not going to gas out. It's only 4 rounds, 2 minutes. I've done more than that in practice. But first 30 seconds, you're going to see, like, I shouldn't be in the ring with him. The next 30 seconds, I'm going to finish him. And shit, if you come out the same way you came for Super Chris, that's going to be really sad. Because you've had 2 months, 3 months to improve. Well, it's 2 months. You've had 2 months to improve since then. You should improve as a boxer. And, yeah, just fuck you. Bro, this is funny to me. It's pretty funny. But it's my prediction, bro. You like my Pat? Yo, Pat, you like my walkout gear? It's not fully finished, but like
It's very in theme for Breakout Boxing. BUSHIDO! And it's going down on May 17th, 2025. You guys can get your tickets in Eventbrite Live. If this is live right now, you guys can go down in the description. But in the coming weeks, it will be in the description. It's going to be the biggest and best breakout event yet. Of course, centered around the Samurai Code. Breakout Boxing. BUSHIDO! We shall see you at the fights, where we shall see the anticipated rematch finally go down.
let's go.